Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys backtrack on latest Ceedee Lamb stance after uproar. Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones clarified his polarizing statement on wide receiver Ceedee Lamb as the sides continue to negotiate a contract extension. Jones received criticism for stating that he felt no urgency in reaching a deal with Lamb, who has been holding out of training camp for more than 3 weeks. "I don't have a sense of urgency about getting it done," Jones said on August 8. "Give any reason you want. I was at Nobu 2 days ago. Put that as a reason." Lamb responded to Jones on social media, writing, "LOL." Jones tried to explain what he meant during an appearance on the Cowboys' in-house pregame show ahead of their preseason debut against the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday, August 11. "I think I got in trouble about it the other day when I said, 'Look, we're not urgent about Ceedee,'" Jones said. "Well, no one appreciates Ceedee being on the field any more than I do. But let me say this, he wouldn't be taking a snap out here today if he'd been here. You've got to use your head when you expose key players. We know exactly what Ceedee can do. He worked out with Dak. And so we wouldn't have him out here. It has really not anything to do with his contract. Dak won't be out here this afternoon. And so the bottom line is, what it is, no, there's not that urgency. Now, I understand completely the angst that's happening when you're anxious about and someone says anything about whether you're missed or not. Well, Ceedee, you're missed, okay? But you're not missed out here competing, and it doesn't put any pressure, any place on us. It's not pressure out here today and in practice." Ahead of Cowboys-Rams preseason game, Jerry Jones says he got in trouble the other day for saying signing Ceedee Lamb isn't urgent. "I understand completely the angst that's happening, about whether you're missed or not. Well, Ceedee, you're missed." Jerry clarifies the Cowboys are expected to rest most of their starters and veterans, including Prescott, against the Rams. The tension with Lamb has led to some rampant trade speculation. However, Cowboys Chief Operating Officer Stephen Jones made it clear that the team has no intention of moving Lamb. "Ceedee can't go play anywhere. He's under contract, and we have franchise tags available," Jones said during an appearance on the Doomsday Pod. "Ceedee isn't going to be playing anywhere but Dallas. We want this to be a good situation for him when we're all said and done. But also a good situation so that we can put a good football team on the field." Lamb finished last season with a league-high 135 receptions for 1,749 yards and 12 touchdowns. "We think the world of Ceedee and we understand where he's coming from on this, and why he's not here. But we continue to work very hard on getting this deal done," Stephen Jones said. Jones' point is that Lamb has plenty of experience and chemistry with Prescott. Eatman, not many mistakes, or plays, from Trey Lance. "For 2 weeks, we've been waiting to see what Trey Lance would look like when the lights came on. After Sunday's game with the Rams, it looks like we'll be waiting to see another game next weekend in Las Vegas. Because while he played the majority of this one at SoFi Stadium, Lance wasn't exactly impressive in his first game action with the Cowboys. From a mistake standpoint, he didn't make a lot. But from a plays standpoint, he didn't make a lot either. The accuracy has been a problem from what we've seen in practices, and it definitely wasn't much better in the game." Completing 25 of 41 passes for 189 yards and no touchdowns or interceptions, Lance failed to get his team in the end zone. And that's despite the defense getting 4 interceptions, giving them plenty of great field position opportunities. Still, for one reason or another, and it was usually accuracy, Lance couldn't figure out a way to score a touchdown. On the one hand, you've got a Cowboys quarterback who was just SOSO and didn't make plays for either team. And on the other, the Rams' Stetson Bennett threw 4 interceptions, and all of them were pretty terrible throws, but he figured out how to score at the end and gets his team the win. Needless to say, It doesn't appear as if Lance or Bennett will be playing much in the regular season moving forward. But that was the point for Lance. He was supposed to get the chance to play this game, to see what his future looks like. I've said this multiple times already, but this game wasn't just about the Cowboys evaluating Lance, but all 32 teams getting a look at him. And yes, that includes the 49ers, who probably wouldn't mind seeing what they gave up on. The entire league is curious about Lance, the number 3 overall pick in 2021, who has only played in 4 regular season games so far. Well, the jury was going to be out regardless of what happened here at SoFi, but let's be honest, nothing really changed from what we've seen. I think we all wanted to see Lance make a few more plays, but even the throws he completed weren't really that great. Too many times receivers and tight ends had to catch passes over their head and behind them. Balls were caught right off the turf, and sometimes even the routine screen passes were not on target. The big miss by Lance was on his first drive when he had the Cowboys down in the red zone, thanks mostly to his 19-yard run that put them in a position to score. But on 4th and 1 at the 3-yard line, the Cowboys opted not to run the ball for a first down. Instead, they let Lance loft a pass to the back corner for Jalen Cropper, who was open. But the pass sailed out of the end zone for an incomplete pass, and the Cowboys not only failed to score there but never got into the end zone the entire game. Honestly, I really thought Lance would play better. For the last 2 weeks, I was predicting that he would make a few plays with his legs and move the offense more that way, with an occasional big pass here and there. And for the most part, he didn't do either one of those as much as I thought. Dallas Cowboys send Ceedee Lamb to Arizona Cardinals in eye-popping trade proposal. The Arizona Cardinals are in a good position to upgrade their roster and surround their star quarterback Kyler Murray with enough talent to compete next season. One of the ways to do just that is to get wide receiver Ceedee Lamb from the Dallas Cowboys in an intriguing trade idea proposed recently. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has expressed no urgency in reaching a contract extension with Lamb. With the preseason opener just days away and the regular season less than a month out, Jones stated that he does not feel a sense of urgency to get a deal done with the WR, who is currently holding out. Lamb, who is coming off a Pro Bowl and All-Pro season, responded to Jones' comments with a simple LOL on social media. Meanwhile, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott has a different view, saying he has urgency for his teammate's contract to be resolved. In the event Lamb and the Cowboys don't reach an agreement before the season starts, the latter should be prepared to move the WR out in order to get some value in return. In an article by Maurice Moton for Bleacher Report, the Arizona Cardinals may end up being a good option for both parties. In April, the Cardinals selected Marvin Harrison Jr. with the number 4 overall pick in the 2024 draft. He has the potential to become a Hall of Famer like his father, Marvin Harrison Sr., and a career-long franchise wide receiver like Larry Fitzgerald. Arizona can make an attempt to pair Harrison with one of the league's top receivers. If the club pulls off a deal with Dallas, it would have an established All-Pro and a possible future All-Pro at the position, an elite wide receiver duo. Because of Lamb's ability to line up in the slot, the Cardinals can get creative with him, Harrison, and ascending tight end Trey McBride on the field together. With that pass-catching trio, Arizona can afford to give up Michael Wilson, who showed some flashes in his rookie campaign, Moton wrote. Just recently, the Cardinals suffered a 16-14 loss to the New Orleans Saints in a preseason game. Led by rookie quarterback Spencer Rattler, the Saints were able to field an active defense while generating pressure and stopping multiple fourth-down attempts. As it stands, Arizona could use someone of Lamb's talents in the lineup after losing to New Orleans. If the superstar wide receiver and Dallas both come to agreement, the Cardinals should swoop in and acquire him to make their roster more competitive. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Ceedee Lamb? Leave your opinion in the comments.